Hi, time for another video. I think it's been a while since I've done one. So basically, today's topic is going to be a bit geeky, a bit nerdy, but it's back to my roots. What I'm really interested in is technology. Today I'm talking all about something called a cloud. Now, if you don't know what the cloud is, it's basically the internet. The reason why we call it the cloud, or at least I think we do, is because when we draw IC diagrams, computer diagrams, networks, etc., we represent the internet as a cloud. So obviously that's what I think is the reason behind it. Anyway, there are two areas of the cloud which are really important to the user. There's hardware as a user, it's HAAS, and software as a user, which is SaaS. Software as a service, sorry, and the hardware as a service, which is HAAS and SaaS. Basically, hardware as a service is basically, if you think about when you lease hard disk space from people like Amazon, who are third party, basically you're using the cloud to store your data. That's hardware as a service because you're paying for it. Now, the benefits of this are Amazon are a big company, so they have lots of fail-safes built into their computer systems, so your data is less likely to be lost. Because, for instance, it's hard to have a big RAID system on a personal computer. The highest you can go to is RAID 5, but on something like Amazon, they'd have RAID DP, which is a lot more secure. Plus they have a lot of fault redundancy, so actually your data would be more secure on their servers. On software as a service is basically, if you have a Google account and you use Google Docs, for instance, that's software as a service. They're basically providing you online with software to use. They also use Excel Docs, which is basically Excel online on the internet. Now, Microsoft do coming along with Microsoft Live, which looks quite good, and it's available to things like the Windows Phone, which I might be getting soon. Depends. But that's here and not there. We're talking about the cloud, not what phones I'm interested in. I'll leave that till another one. Basically, there were two things that are coming along, which is going to shake things up. There's something called Google Chrome, and there's also something called Icloud, which is by Apple, as you could have guessed, because it's got I in the beginning. Now, Icloud has just been announced by Steve Jobs, and basically is a place to store all your Apple Music, MP3, documents, etc. Now, a lot of people have said this is not right, because Apple are basically making it so that you can only use Apple and only use Apple and nothing else. Now, this has happened elsewhere, so I can't see any difference in this. Actually, Apple have pulled up what I think is a master stroke, because I realised that there was a small niche of people who like everything Apple. Doesn't matter how good it is. If it's got the Apple brown on it, they'll buy it. Now, this is going to tie in a lot and make everything really secure, and I quite like it. I didn't used to like Apple products, but now I do, especially the iPad itself is fantastic. Now, onto Google Chrome notebooks. Basically, what they are is the only thing a Google Chrome notebook will do is you open it up. It's got a screen on it, and it will connect you to the internet or the cloud in 8 seconds. That's all it does. Everything else, your internet browser, your applications, everything else is going to be in the cloud. And basically, if you need to use applications, they haven't really said this, but I think it's going to be done virtually using something like Virtual PC. Now, I use Virtual PC a lot. I basically have a homemade machine I've made, which runs all my virtual machines. Basically all it is just a virtual machine, like a program. You just open it and close it. I've got one for Windows 95. I've got a server virtual machine, so I can connect up a server and connect up workstations and print off it and set up directories and play around with how a network should work. And basically, it does. It's fantastic for training purposes that way. But I also think that virtual PC and other virtual software could be used to run applications. Basically, the application will be on the company server, but you would use virtually the software to run our applications, which I think is a good idea. Now, people may not like the idea of Google Chromebooks or the Icloud, but it's coming, and basically in about 5 years' time I can see it being part of our world, whether we like it or not. They've aimed it as well as the business area, and it's just going to shake up the business area. We're not going to have desktops, we're just going to have these machines that connect to the internet and can basically everything's run from the server virtually as well as the applications. I think it's going to be a really good idea. They were a bit vague on a couple of things, like how it streams videos, things like that, and TV programs, things like that, to iFly, things like applications like that. But I'm sure it'll be sorted, and I'm so sure within about 5 years' time we'll be sitting back thinking, what is a desktop and how silly they were. Basically, yeah, I've been interested in cloud for about 2-3 years now. Interested in IT, technology, you name it. I'm actually a nerd, a geek and a nerd, and proud of it. So, from this nerd, bye for now.